Warren Farrell is a psychologist and the author of Women Can't Hear What Men Don't Say. And Dr. Farrell joins us this morning. Good morning.
What a great title for your book. I thought what was so neat about that support group, it was men and women together. Now, how critical is a support group or even counseling for both people, the husband and the wife, to process the divorce?
It is really critical for both sexes. Women go through an experience of, like, my whole life I've looked forward to marriage, and it's the dream of being swept away, and divorce is the dream of being swept away. So she is really just out of it. From the man's perspective, most men have all our emotional eggs in the basket of our wives, and suddenly our wives are out of our lives. Often our children are turned against us, and so that we have no place to go. A support group is oftentimes, well, men are 10 times more likely than women to commit suicide after divorce. 10 times more likely. And so you can imagine, and one of the things that contributes to suicide is not being able to express feelings. A divorce group is the ability to express feelings. It's right there for you.
You know, I think men are also so afraid to feel vulnerable. Is that right, Harry?
Yes.
And so if you have a man in your life that's going through this and you see needs help, sounds like a lot of men aren't getting the help they need, what can you do about a person that you care about to encourage them?
Whenever you see a man in a crisis situation, always remember this. Remember that men's weakness is our facade of strength. Women's strength is their facade of weakness. A woman who's crying and complaining, she is beginning to solve her problem. A man who's saying, it's okay, I'll be all right, he's the one to watch out for. And so, because when people don't commit suicide, like men sometimes mostly don't, they often go depressed, or they often marry early, or they often get into drinking or working.
Yeah. Denial is a very, very big deal. It is really like a death almost, and there are typical steps in that: shock, denial, anger, depression, acceptance. If you know you are going through that journey, how long should it take?
It should take a short period of time, but it will take a long period of time. Almost every person when they're going through denial, they're not making any progress. The faster you move into a support group, the faster you'll move out of denial. The faster you move into counseling, the faster you'll learn things that you'll say, I don't know why my marriage failed, but then you're beginning to learn new skills, and you say, okay, now I have the confidence to go out and do it better than I ever did before. A person who doesn't take advantage of a failed situation and learn that the Achilles heel of almost every marriage is our inability to handle personal criticism. And so when a man and a woman goes out and says, I have to learn that better than I knew it before, that's when he or she begins to heal.
All right, thanks so much. Great insights for us, very useful stuff. And